What up, everybody? It's your boy Avell did it back with another one. However you got here, whether you already subscribed to the channel, whether I popped up on your news feed, whether somebody told you about me and checking me out for the first time. However you got here was meant for you to be here, so I appreciate it. Before I get started, if you can hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for the content. You did it? Cool. Shouts out to everybody who keep hitting that like button, that subscribe button, sharing the content. I truly appreciate it. So, to y'all, thank you. Thank you. All right. Who we got up? We got myself up again, y'all. What? Yeah. So, after my last video about Trump, I just wanted to make a few things clear. I wanted to take a moment to respond to some of the reactions from my last video. I know there's been a lot of criticism, and I completely understand why. This is a heated topic, and I don't expect everyone to agree, of course, with me. But I do want to clarify why I support Trump. People were saying, can you be more specific of why you support Trump? For me, it's not just about a party. It's about the issues I care about, and it's about America, which is what all I care about. And I hope we can have an open, conversation without and you guys are willing to hear what I say and give back your criticism, whether it's good or bad. Okay, First, I want to say, people act like I'm the first black guy to support Trump or something. I was looking at a lot of the comments and, people wishing death on me and, just crazy stuff. You guys sound like terrorists. You know what I'm saying? For real. What? Yes. And first, just to show you guys, I'm not the only black person that supports Trump. Let's hear some other people.
Usually when you think about a Trump voter, you think about a white male with a red hat on, but there were millions of black voters who picked Donald Trump this time. So I came here to talk to 3 of them, and I was surprised by what I found. You weren't always a Republican.
No, actually, I come from a family that was like super Democratic. My first time voting, I voted Democrat. I voted for Joe Biden.
What about Trump appealed to you?
Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, part of it is he's an asshole. I like authenticity.
You voted for Obama in...
Now you hear what he said, y'all? He said part of the reason he voted for Trump is because he's an a-hole and he appreciates the authenticity. And I feel the same way. I would rather have a president, whether it was something good or bad, but tell me up front what it is, than a president to smile and then tell me one thing and do something behind my back. Especially with like immigration, with Trump saying, hey, I'm cracking down on immigrants, blah, blah, blah. And people didn't believe it. And then when he did it, people were acting like they were shocked. But the man told you he was going to do it. You see what I'm saying? So I'd rather have somebody that's upfront and like that than somebody that's going to lie behind my back. We couldn't even get a straight answer out of Kamala telling us that she's Indian and not black. What? Why would I want to vote for somebody like that? Let's continue.
Then you voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016, but 2020 you voted for Donald Trump. What made the change?
I began listening to someone, her name is Candace Owens, and I read her book, and it just opened my eyes to maybe he's not this person that I have been led to believe that he was.
So you voted against Trump in 2016,
Yes.
but then in 2020 you voted for him?
Absolutely.
Why?
What? I saw how things were going during his first term, and I was pleasantly surprised, and I was pleased with what was happening. I saw the economy getting better. I saw country relations in certain countries getting better.
You know, people, when they think about a Trump voter, they usually think about like a white dude with like a red hat on and a pickup truck. And y'all are not that at all. So Donald Trump's team went in, they took down Harriet Tubman's picture for a quick minute. They're trying to like knock out the black museums. What does that have to do with the price of eggs, and how does that impact you?
In some ways, it's a slap in the face. In other ways, I don't care. I care more about how I'm going to take care of my children.
I don't think the average American cares about that. I know I am sick and tired of seeing black people sit there and complain about something, but not taking action and steps to actually try to change things in an appropriate manner.
This man is talking about running for a third term.
Now, we already know a third term is not going to happen. The man is just trolling, you know. I mean, we all know Donald Trump trolls a lot. He says stuff and it's said in a trolling way, but people is taking it serious because he's the president. He shouldn't, you know, troll or whatever. But I'm with them. I feel the same way. I think our economics is better under Donald Trump. It definitely is under Trump than it was Biden, for sure, you know. And I like the fact that I feel like, you know, people gonna say, oh, I know, I'm gonna see it in the comments. People gonna say, oh, you're wrong. But I feel like he's putting America first. You know, I was having a conversation with somebody because I was showing them all of the negative comments I was receiving for expressing my opinion. And they reminded me, they were like, hey, you know, people say, you know, he wants to be this big dictator and all of this stuff. But then again, you guys say on the other hand, he wants to kiss Netanyahu, however you pronounce his name. I can't never pronounce his name. But you guys say that the Israeli president is the guy that Trump is bowing down to. So if he wants to be the man with all of the power, why would he bow down to somebody else? That makes no sense. And I've thought about it, and I'm like, you're right about that, you know. And I explained in the last video, you know, some of the reasons why I support Trump. And people kept saying, you didn't say anything about why you support Trump. And I gave reasons why. You know, I do feel like our economy is better under Trump. Of course, with illegal immigration, I'm all for it. If you hear legally, I have no problem. But if you're here illegally, I definitely want you going. And under Biden and we wasn't getting that. We was just getting the people from all over the world coming here without being vetted. Crime. Believe it or not, I think we're being tougher on crime under Trump. You know, I'm against crime. You know what I'm saying? Especially violent crime. People gonna say, but what about when they beat up a black person? Well, don't do a crime and your ass won't get beat up. It's simple. It's simple. It's simple math. You know, let's hear a little bit more of what they got to say.
Now, what do you think about that?
The third term, for me, absolutely not. I think it's at the end of these 4 years, it's time to move on.
This is a prime example of him trolling people because people have said, like, oh, if he gets in the office, he's going to be a dictator. He's going to try to run for a third term. So he's like, okay, y'all think I'm going to do that? I'm going to mess with y'all and say this to take y'all out.
I thought you loved this man because he's so authentic and he's such a truth teller.
But you need to know the difference between somebody trolling somebody, and this is a prime example of him being a troll.
See, she's saying the same thing I'm saying. Come on now. We know Trump know all about how the internet work and the algorithms and all of that kind of stuff. And sometimes he might say some provocative stuff just to get the internet jumping. I don't see nothing wrong with it. We do it all the time. People say outrageous stuff online just for clickbait, and they don't really mean it. But they're saying it because they know it's going to agitate the masses and get people talking. So, you know, I think everybody is taking everything he's saying too serious at times. You know, no, and everybody act like just because I support Trump, I support every move he makes. They act like if he wears a blue suit today, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I had people saying comments like, "Oh, so you support bombs being dropped on children and all of this?" Come on. I mean, make common sense. Of course not. Of course I don't want to see wars. Of course I don't want to see people blown up. But who's to say it wouldn't happen under another president? What's going on right now? Who's to say? Every president we've had, there's been some kind of war. So who's to say it haven't? And they all say the same thing. Oh, they had weapons of mass destruction. They all used the nuclear thing. So that's nothing new. Y'all act like Trump's the first one to say that. You see what I'm saying? Didn't Bush start that? Didn't he start that saying, "Oh, the nuclear weapons of mass destruction"? And all of a sudden, every president is saying that when they ready to do something or something needs to be done. So you can't blame Trump for having this little scuffle with, I'm not going to call it little, but this scuffle with Iran right now. You know, and I'm not saying I agree with that. But the majority of the things that I want for America that I feel like he's handling is what I agree with. You know, we're not going to agree with no president 100% or no politician in that matter. You know, politicians tell us stuff all the time and they don't do it. You see what I'm saying? So I don't understand why people were just so upset talking about you're a disgrace to the black race and all of this. Like I'm the only black person in the world that supports Trump. That's crazy. Let's continue.
In some ways I was happier, in some ways I was sadder. But I'm going to tell you right now, there is a movement in black America toward the Republican Party, and we talked to 3 people who are amazing representatives of that movement.
Now, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm just for whatever I believe in at that time. So, you know, for people saying, "Oh, you're MAGA, you're this, you're that." No, I'm just an independent thinker who's thinking for myself what I think would be more the logical president for me. You know what I'm saying? Not for you, but for me. You see what I'm saying? So I want to know what you guys think down below. Do you guys still think I'm wrong for supporting Trump? And if you had a better candidate, or let me know. Who did you have in mind? And what did you think Kamala was going to do that was going to make things better in the United States? I want to know what y'all think down below. That's all the time I got for this topic. Please make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And y'all already know I'm gonna be back with some more reaction videos, some more news. I'm definitely gonna catch y'all on the next one, alright? Don't be scared to leave that $1 donation either. Peace.